In today's video, we'll go over Khabib leaking UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev's next title defense.
UFC предложили нам бой в январе.
Islam Makhachev last competed at UFC 302, where he successfully defended his title for the third time by defeating Dustin Poirier. He was originally expected to defend his belt again in October against Arman Tsarukyan, but a hand injury came in the way of a potential booking. In a recent interview, Khabib shared an update on Makhachev's recovery and hinted at a potential return date.
UFC предложили нам бой в январе. Мы его приняли. UFC очень скоро сделает анонс, где он пройдет и кто будет соперником Ислама. Я сам анонс делать не буду, но могу сказать, что мы сфокусированы на январе.
Tsarukyan is the frontrunner to challenge for the belt if the fight happens in January, as many top contenders are either tied up or have already missed their shot at UFC gold. But there's one fighter lurking in the shadows without a fight booked who could shake up the division, and his name is... Could we see a major shocker coming our way in the next few weeks? Speaking of shockers, Merab Dvalishvili once again found himself in hot water during his recent appearance at UFC Paris. Dvalishvili found himself in the middle of yet another heated incident at UFC Paris. Despite not even being on the card, sitting front and center, the machine got into a fiery exchange with a fan along the barrier, flipping off the heckler before things escalated. An associate of Dvalishvili even threw a punch, forcing security to intervene as the Georgian tried to push past to join the chaos.
I'll go.
Once you accept the loss from Sean, you'll be a lot better in life.
I'll go. That's why you'll never have gold.
You ain't winning shit tomorrow.
This isn't the first time Merab has clashed with abusive fans. He's even scaled barriers to confront hecklers, with UFC matchmakers Hunter Campbell covering his legal fees once before. While Dvalishvili was busily handling hecklers in Paris, it seems his first UFC bantamweight title defense is being sorted out in Las Vegas. According to veteran manager Ali Abdelaziz, who recently took to X, negotiations for Merab's next fight are reportedly nearing the finish line. Here is what Ali said. Umar Nurmagomedov is fighting for the UFC Bantamweight Championship next. Done deal. Who would win a potential fight against Merab and Umar? Moving on, Alex Pereira has fired back at claims that he's been dodging Makhachev, calling the accusations absolute rubbish.
Honestly, it's not my fault. The Ankalaev have such a boring style of fighting that nobody want to watch.
Pereira is set to defend his light heavyweight title against Khalil Roundtree Jr. in the main event of UFC 307 on October 5th. While Roundtree's on a 5-fight tear with 4 finishes, his leapfrogging Makhachev for the title shot came as a surprise to many. Ankalaev, unbeaten in his last 12 fights, is booked to face Alexander Rakic at UFC 308 on October 26 in Abu Dhabi. Although considered the rightful contender, Pereira has suggested Ankalaev turn down a shot at UFC 307 due to location and timeline preferences.
Even his manager, right? Super renowned guy famous of the MMA world, go and say that, this guy's not gonna fight. Go talk to Dana White. Go Dana White's the one that make the matchups, not Alex. Right? And then he goes and say that the fact that Ankalaev is not fighting for the title is a joke. Almost like clown stuff. So now he's saying that the UFC is a space war. Because if the UFC and Dana White and the guys that decide, so they are joke, they're clowns, they're circus. So you gotta solve that with the organization. Honestly, it's not my fault. The Ankalaev have such a boring style of fighting that nobody want to watch.
Do you agree with Alex Pereira that Makhachev has a boring style? Anyway, back to Pereira versus Roundtree, which is just days away, and Sean Strickland has already thrown his hat into the prediction ring.
Problem with Alex, he hits really hard, you guys. Really hard, but let me tell you why.
Having experienced Poaton's power firsthand at UFC 276, where Strickland himself was knocked out by Pereira, and during recent sparring sessions, the American is confident that Pereira is an absolute otherworldly creature.
When you get raised in the jungles of Brazil and you don't have running water and you're surviving off tapir and wildebeest as an infant, and then you get worked in the tire shop that's a hard man to fight, man. That's hard, bro. My daddy issues don't make up for that level of hardness.
Not only that, Strickland believes Pereira will make easy work of his latest challenger.
And I just can't see Khalil pulling it off. No, I can't see like, I think I remember watching him fight Anthony Smith. Like, I just can't see it happening. I don't think he has the tools in the toolbox to beat Alex. You know, he's not knocking him out. He's not out striking him. He's not out wrestling him. Like, I think Alex is going to make easy work of this fight.
While Strickland is confident Pereira will make light work of Roundtree, Michael Bisping has a different take. The Brit believes that Khalil Roundtree might actually be Pereira's toughest test at light heavyweight.
He's beaten glory kickboxers before. He's beaten champions before. He's beaten them at their own game and he's knocked them out in round one. And as I said, he's not trying to go out there and wrestle him. No way. And when you look at Khalil Roundtree Jr. and the style that he has, he's very tight. He's very guarded. The shoulders are up. The chin is down. He's very technical. He's in crazy shape. And if you know about the story of Khalil Roundtree, this is not someone you should underestimate.
Sean Strickland or Michael Bisping? Who's got the right read on this matchup? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to keep your finger on the pulse of everything happening in mixed martial arts in the UFC, make sure to subscribe to Fight Fever and turn on those notifications. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next video.